Hi, I'm Susanna Gordon-Messer, the PI for the STEMports grant, where we are wrapping up our fourth and final year of a project focusing on augmented reality STEM learning experiences. We've had two main areas of focus in our project. The first was to develop an app and a companion authoring tool that would allow community organizations and youth to create quests. These are short, place-based STEM learning experiences using AR. The second was to create community connections through design workshops where youth, project staff, and local organizations work together to author game content. Our work is focused in rural Maine. Our partners in these locations are rich learning resources for these communities and are eager for tools and programming that can help them more deeply connect with the people they serve. Right from the start of app development, our partners were involved in ensuring that the tools and design workshops created met their needs and allowed them to lead in content creation. This past spring, we launched our app, The Station, which is now available as a free download in the Apple App Store. Basic game loop that you can see here on this slide involves finding a quest, visiting tour stops around that location, walking around and collecting field notes that give you additional information about a place or a topic, and finally completing the quest by making your own observations. At this point, we've created quests covering multiple topics, including low-impact forestry, water runoff, aquaculture, and renewable energy. All the content created uses a web-based editor that you can see here. To create a quest, a user enters text, photos, and GPS locations. One of the unique and powerful features of this editor is that unlike some other AR development platforms, there's no coding involved here. This makes it very easy for co-design teams to rapid prototype, test, and revise content. When working with students, we also found that it allowed their focus to remain on the design process rather than get caught up in the technical details of creating a quest. As soon as the COVID shutdown eased, we dove into holding design workshops with students and community partners to create game content. Data from interviews and surveys post-workshop show a high level of student interest and engagement in both gameplay and the design process. Partners are also reporting an understanding and appreciation of how AR technology can enhance learning within their spaces. The lessons learned from our work with community partners have led to the development of a model that we are using to help ensure that our partner needs are met and that quality content is created. In our initial work with partners, we tried to shape quest content so that it would focus on learning about career opportunities in emerging fields in Maine, such as forestry, agriculture, and geology. Our partners instead emphasized that they wanted students and learners of all ages first just to be interested in the forest, the plants, and the rocks before they could even understand what a job might be like in those fields. They also felt like our heavy focus on workforce development really was limiting to the kind of content they could create. This made us switch our content design approach and make sure that the partners could be the ones to determine how to show off the STEM learning that could take place in their locations. We've had really positive responses from our community partners, and we're almost surprised that many of them admitted they hadn't originally wanted technology used as people explore their outdoor spaces. Responses like this have helped us frame how we talk about our work so that the focus really lies on how augmented reality can enhance learning and not that we're trying to replace anything that they're already doing well. We've also heard from multiple teachers who've been amazed at how students have engaged with the app and really become active during the design process. As we wrap up the final months of the grant, we're still fielding interest from new community partners and are looking at ways to make sure that those interested can continue to use the tool. We're creating additional resources around designing quests that will be available on our website, and we're also planning to host both in-person and virtual sessions where partners can connect with each other so that we can help facilitate a community of support for organizations who are using the station. We also submitted an NSF iTest grant to work with youth in Portland, Maine that will focus around using the station in more urban settings and positioning it as a tool for teachers to help elevate student voice. Thank you, and please visit our website for additional information.